So I found this video. Actually, I saw this video, and this was before the crash. This guy right here, probably not behind the crash, but he predicted it, which was crazy. And I know everyone is wondering because, your portfolio is looking, however it is, and you're thinking, okay, is everything coming back? Is everything going to be okay? And so on. And we're just going to cover that, and we're going to talk about whether this is the end or not. Now, I want to make sure, because there's a lot of fuzz, guys, a lot of people telling people a bunch of different stuff. There's so many people just spreading random stuff. So make sure that, you like it, you spread the word. Make sure that you like at least. As minimum, just make sure you like it, because it's just going to spread out the word and help other people, because there's just a bunch of random information. But basically, this is what's going to happen at this point, what I believe personally. Now, this is what I believe is we're going to see a dead cat bounce. And what a dead cat bounce basically means is that, we can see that something goes up. If you imagine a cat falling all the way down to the ground, and then from the ground, basically what happens is that it will go back. If you drop it to the ground, from a tall building, it will stay down, fall down, and then it will come back a little bit high and then crash down. And this is what most people are believing is going to happen. Now, there was a live stream that I saw today of this guy that predicted exactly this crash when no one did. Literally no one. It's actually this one. And he is very, 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 very bearish. What he is predicting is two scenarios. So first, he believes that we may go a little bit higher. He says to the 45,000 for Bitcoin. So we will possibly go a little bit higher from here. And then what he believes is that we will actually come, let's just see here, max. He actually believes that we will come all the way down here to the 25,000 level. So he basically did a Fibonacci retracement. Oh, sorry, not here. He did a Fibonacci retracement, and the 61.8, where it always comes back to, is 25,000. What he does believe that is that it will come back down to 20,000 in the immediate short term. And what comes for Ethereum, now he was looking at a few line of supports, and what we could see is that, look, what will happen is, honestly, it looks as though Ethereum could, if we break, there's a support line right here. I'm not gonna, take the time right now to show it, but nevertheless, we can get into more details if I get more time. But there's a support line on 1700. If we break the 1700, we can expect to come back all the way down here. 1400, 1300, this is where we can come back. And you can imagine what happens to your coins. If Bitcoin drops and Ethereum drops, all of this is going to bleed. It's going to bleed insanely. Like, it's just going to be super, super sad. And if you actually check that video out, you can actually check his video out if you go just to his site right here. And he says this is another scenario, and this is very, very, he says unlikely, but could happen. Now, if you can imagine, this is the Bitcoin dominance. If the Bitcoin dominance keeps dropping, right, like does not go like sideways like this, but just keeps falling down, and altcoins, they remain strong, he believes that we can see the biggest altcoin season ever. So that's why he's saying, look, he's not out of his altcoins. He still has his portfolio. He hasn't sold. He knows a lot of people that have sold, and he says, but he's saying if this is which is the unlikely scenario, but if it happens, you'll be very upset if you sold every single piece of your altcoin. So what I'm going to leave you with is basically, whether the question is the bear market over? Sorry, the bull market, is it over? And everyone I've seen does not believe that the bear market, all the statistics does not point out that this is the top. This is manipulation. And Da Vinci said something which is really interesting, which is when retail missed the boat, they missed the boat. But when institutions miss the boat, they bring the boat back. So this is what's happening. They are bringing the boat back so all the institutions can start buying at these levels, 20, 25,000 levels, right? And making sure that all the weak retail hands are just letting go. So what should you be doing at this point? Is the bull market over? What he's saying is no. All the statistics, as I said, says no. Now, there is some analysis that say it could be, but he's saying it's way too early, and all the experts are also saying it's way, way, way too early. Normally, the bull market has been going on for 18 months, and we've only been doing okay since September. What he does say is that we have, if you look at the monthly candle for Ethereum, for instance, Ethereum just been going absolutely crazy this month, and he says, look, it's time for a break. So what he expects is that what we will see, because if you actually look at the chart, right, you can see that this is just like, it's just gone all the way up in such a short time frame, right? So he's basically saying, this is right here, right? So he's basically saying, look, what I do expect is that we will stay at these levels for a little while. And then maybe during summertime, hopefully, I'm not going to say maybe, this is what he said. He said, hopefully during summertime, we should start to pick back up the speed. Does this mean that we will still hit 10, 20, 30K Ethereum? I do believe that that is very, very likely. But we'll have to wait and see, because the data shows us though we will have it. We have all this amazing EIP, like Ethereum 2.0 and so on. So personally, what I would say, now this is not financial advice, make sure, check everything else. And one more thing, actually, this is actually my cousin pointed this out, right? Now, he pointed this out, which was pretty cool. I did not realize this at all. He showed me the dominance. So basically, this is that we saw the dominance break around here, right? Then it came back all the way up to 60, and then it dropped down and then came back up. So it was a double bubble type situation. And actually, if we look here, we actually have something a little bit similar. So it's right here. So what do I believe at this point? I do believe that it will probably go higher, because we already had an altcoin season type. Wasn't an amazing one, but it's okay. I think we're going to back, approximately could come all the way back up here, maybe to the 55-ish, and then, come back down as well. That's what I believe. But at the end of the day, I would say, if you're thinking about selling everything and just holding USDT, I would say just be cautious. It could come all the way down, and you could buy the dip back lower. But again, you're trying to time the market. We don't know what's going to happen. It could just fly up from here. We don't know. So what I would personally say is that if you have altcoins, maybe it's time to take out a little bit of profit, especially since the market has been up the last 2 days. Take a little bit of profit. Make sure you have a little bit of USDT on the side so you can buy back the dip. But make sure that you don't exit. This is the key word. Don't exit. I wouldn't exit all my altcoins. Have a little bit left in the altcoins in case, just in case, that there's a 1% chance, 10%, it doesn't matter, that we have our altcoin season. And also because it's going to take you a bunch of, if you have 50, 60 coins, it's going to take you a bunch of time to research, search those coins and buy them all back, because you don't know what something is going to move, right? So without further, that's it, guys. I just want to keep this short and simple. And yeah, make sure you like it, spread the word, make sure that, there's a lot of FUD happening. This is just manipulation, and we will come back stronger. All right, guys, peace out.